Welcome back and welcome to the channel. If you've not come here before, we are looking at Fiat 500 Pop, and today we are working on the rear bumper, which you can see there's a crack in. Now, trying to work out what to do with that, and to be fair, it was actually not a bad and easy fix really. So sand back and applied this plastic filler to it, quite a few layers of it to well, it sort of, how do I put it, the plastic ended up sort of, it was resting on top of it, sort of split and then was resting on top, so I managed to clip it back into place, then plastic fill it, number of layers, and then ended up sanding it back. And then because there was loads of cracking, I think like lacquer cracking or paint cracking along the whole edge of this, I decided that I was going to paint the whole thing. So so applied the primer and then the white matching paint, and I actually think this has come out pretty well, to be fair. You wouldn't really, or you don't really notice the difference at all. It's a part of the car which you're not really going to study too much, but I got rid of all the cracking, got rid of everything else, and that's come out quite nice, so I'm quite chuffed with that. Ignore the fact that it's really dirty at the back. The actual part that I painted was nice and clean. So yeah, that's one little job done, and we're on to the next. Something I forgot to mention in my last video was the cost. So I ended up travelling to Westbury in Wiltshire and needed the slam panel, except they got slightly confused and thought I'd come for the crash bars. So long story short is they offered me, before I arrived, the bonnet and what they thought was the upper and lower crash bars, and they wanted 130 for that. When I got there, he'd taken off these and said, and I was like, no, I specifically said I wanted the slam panel, and we checked through the messages and I clearly said the slam panel. So eventually he's done the top and the bottom crash bar, the slam panel and the bonnet for 150 all in. So that wasn't too bad. I was quite chuffed with that. I don't actually need one of these, but it's always good to have them. And I did actually obviously need the top one, so that was good. And then obviously the slam panel. Slam panel was for my diesel 500, so it had I think it was the intercooler or the oil cooler here, so that was all having to be taken off. But I didn't think 150 was too bad. Bonnets at the moment are a bit crazy on eBay. They're in excess of 100, so I don't think I did too bad. Brand new slam panels are nearly 100. So it wasn't too bad, so it just keeps the cost down on this pop. So we have the bumper. The bumper's arrived. It's a lounge bumper. Getting these bumpers are really difficult at the moment. Prices of them are pretty high. Luckily this came with all the trim and the DRLs. However, it's not perfection. There's no perfection in it. We're talking some minor things which we need to sort out. It's another bumper with grazing on it again. You'll also notice that we've got a replacement headlight finally from someone else, so that's now arrived. So we've got to work on this and this is the original headlight that was sort of starting to yellow, so I need to get this back to clear, which I will do. What else with this bumper? I think that was just about it. So obviously we haven't got a number plate because that's cracked, and I haven't got a V5, so I can't get a new one. You know, the bonnet is on, that's just got to be aligned properly. So the front, you could argue, is pretty much done, and remind you that we've done the brake pads, so the front is all good. When we go to the interior, that's now all in place. The only thing, and I've got, and the lounge is exactly the same as well, is you get this. You get a movement on this gear stick in the middle here, which obviously you need to pop this off at the top, and there's a screw or nut underneath which needs tightening it. Unfortunately, getting this off is near impossible. Unless you literally break it off, you can't get it off. I've had a look, and so many people have tried. It involves separating these two here, and it's just an absolute nightmare, especially if you know that you don't think you can get a replacement. So yeah, so this is all back in place. That's all now good as well. So as far as we're concerned for in here, this is all good. Now, the bad side of things. Dent removal. People commenting saying, oh, you know, you can PDR it. Looks like it's easy. Just pull it. To some extent, maybe. I'm going to show you now what I've managed to do and what I can't do anymore. So, this is the panel here. First one is here. Managed to pull most of it. Just can't quite get. I don't know if you can see it. See if we can go in at an angle. Can't quite get this. It's obviously a very hard place to pull it right on this corner here. It's not flexible at all. Struggling there. This is the other part here, which is right on the door. I don't know if we can see it from another angle. Managed to pull most of it out, but you can still see that there's definitely something not quite right there as well. And then finally we've got this here, which I haven't actually tried, to be fair. I don't know if it just needs pulling, but yeah, so we've got that. Then on this door we've got two dings here and here, which I just don't think I'm going to be able to get out. And you can also see there's some sort of crease, slight crease going on here as well. All highlighted because it's white, so it just stands out a bit more. This car has had an incredibly difficult life through knocks, and got this little mark here as well, and these two here. It's just not immaculate at all. And I just don't understand how pretty much every single bit of bodywork has managed to get some form of ding on it. But that's what you get when you buy from auction where the car's dirty. To be fair, even if the car was clean, you're not really going to see them because the pictures are just not good enough. So going forward, the car's pretty much done. It just needs a proper good clean, and those dents sorted out. So I'm still trying to work out whether or not I get some PDR guy to come round, or I send it into the body shop to basically have it filled in and just do it that way. Not really sure. So yeah, the V62 is in, so it's waiting on that. So that's going to take weeks. So it's not priority, but just want to get it all ready to go. Basically, I know people have said about how you could just try and sell it without a V5 and everything, but without a V5 I can't get a front number plate. So yeah, well, it's in now anyway, so I might as well just wait on it, see how we get on. So that's where we're at with the pop. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really have my hopes up massively on this one. I'm a bit disappointed in its condition when it arrived. Otherwise, normally I'd have just been like, you know, when it was all done and all the front was on, then I'd be quite, you know, excited to basically sell it and get it going. But at the moment, just too many knocks and dings, and being an honest person that I am, trying to sell it, I feel like I'm selling them a bit of a don't know, just for a first car you want it to be nice, don't you, for a lot of people, and it's just not going to be. So yeah, a bit disappointing. But anyway, I'm trying to think, that's about it for this one. I am building up masses and masses of parts at the moment, and I need to get to the tip to well, it's not a salvage yard, but a scrap yard to get rid of all the metal, and break down things like the bumper and all those types of things. And I'm uncrewing wheels and hubcaps from previous cars and everything like that. Plus you don't even want to see in the back garden with all the doors and everything that have been removed over the year and a half. So yeah, I'm not going to bang on too much more, but that's where we're at. And the lounge, which will follow next week's video, I'll cover on that one. That's pretty much good to go, but there's something that I've got to do in order to, before it can be sold or put up for sale, but I'll cover that in next week's video. So yeah, until next time, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and that bell that's next to the subscribe button basically pings your phone, or just basically highlights to you guys about when my video's going live. So yeah, until next time, I'll see you all soon.